Hello everybody and welcome to the 12 o'clock lunchtime workout today. This is Matrix Fitness UK. My name is Matt Gleed and today we're going to take you through 3 rounds of exercises. Each exercise round we're going to take you through 2 circuits of that. That way then you get to learn the exercise and then also challenge yourself to whatever level of fitness you've got as well. As we take you through these workouts, we're going to take you a warm up and a cool down at the end. And the rounds for today's workout are split with 3 focuses. The first 3 exercises we're going to look at are going to be lower body focus. Then we're going to go into our upper body and core exercises, and then at the end we're going to give you quite a challenging cardiovascular workout by trying to challenge your fitness a little bit more as well. So lots of different exercises for you to try. Some of them will be familiar if you've been following some of our exercises as we've been doing these workouts for the last 8 weeks. And now what we're going to do is take you through that warm up and get you squared up. So just making sure you've got a nice little bit of space around you where you've got a bit of freedom. You've got a mat nearby you if you'd like to use one, or alternatively a towel or a jumper to put your hands down. Just make it a little bit more comfortable for you as well. To begin with, just start to open up your arms nice and wide. Just trying to stretch through the body a little bit. What we're looking to do here is just to mobilise through the shoulders. We've got a few exercises where you're going to be challenged by using your upper body. So we do want to make sure that everything starts to feel good before we start to work it with a little bit of strength as well. Let's bring your hands around about shoulder height and just rotate, twisting from side to side, just to allow a bit of freedom to come up through the spine. You can allow your eyes to rotate around from side to side as well. And you can see I'm just pivoting off my toes, just to create a little bit more freedom around the ankles and the hips as well. Next up, we're going to take a little half squat. So just taking yourself down towards the floor and then back up again. So lowering your hips down towards your heel. It doesn't have to be deep at this moment. We're just looking about maintaining good quality so your back stays straight. You lower your hips down in a nice slow position. As much range as you feel comfortable, and you can always start to go a little bit further every couple of repetitions just to develop a few more range of movement, a few more degrees in the angles of the hips and the knees, and also just starts to create a little bit more strength into those legs muscles as well. Let's create a little bit of space. What we're going to do now is take a step back lunge. And what you're looking to do here is to lower the back knee down towards the floor. As you're starting to go into these movements, you can see I'm using my arms to counterbalance my body weight. Now, one of the early exercises we're going to do is a very similar position to this one. It's called a lunge push-off. So from this deep lunge position, you're almost going to add a hop into this as well. So just start to get used to your knee going down towards the floor. So you can increase that big range of movement. Good. Okay, now just loosen yourself up a little bit. I want you to take an imaginary skipping rope, and we're just going to get your heart rates up a little bit more. So just pushing off the floor here. Just that imaginary skip rope going round, over the head and under the feet. The nice thing about the imaginary one is obviously you don't get the whip marks on your calves. Take a little bit of movement from side to side, just to put a bit of agility into your legs. Getting your ankles to stabilise as you're doing this movement. Can we scissor the feet forwards and backwards? Again, just keep your heart rate up and starting to give you a little bit more focus and coordination as well. Okay, good. Just loosen up your arms. Let's take a little punch combination here. So standing sideways on, you're going to jab, cross, jab, and then you're going to jump, and then you're going to take it over to the opposite side as well. Now, when you're doing these movements, you can see I'm starting to pivot off my feet. Now, the benefit of pivoting off my feet just allows that mobility from the ankles to come in, but it allows you to reach a little bit further than being stuck with your feet on the floor. So jab, cross, jab. As these straight punches come in, we're just going to help prepare the upper body for some of those strong exercises that we're going to be doing in our second round of movements as well. Okay, now last one, just shake yourself out a little bit. We're going to take you into a knee strike. So we're going to pivot the feet over to one side, reach high, drive your knees high. Once you've done 3 of those, you pivot over to the opposite side, and again, drive your knees high. So what we're looking to do here, create this big range of movement, so your heart rate starts to go up. This also is similar to movement to what we're going to look for in our first round of exercises, with that push-off lunge as well. So big dynamic movement, increasing the heart rate, getting you go into this flex, this bent position in your hips, as well as an extended position in your hips as well. So really great movement, good dynamic movement here. Okay, just loosen yourself up. Okay, first exercise, what we're going to do, hands to the back of the head. We're going to lower down into a squat. You're going to push off the floor, rotate yourself around, and then squat in the opposite direction as well. Starting in 5, 4, hands to the side of the head, back stays straight, hips towards heels. Let's go down, push off the floor, over to the opposite side. Now, if you don't want to add in the jump into this one, that's absolutely fine. You could just do a squat on the floor. The benefit of the jump is not only it's going to challenge your legs with a little bit more dynamic movement, but also by keeping your hands to the back of your head, it can help your technique as well, because it keeps your back staying straight. So push off the floor, lower the hips down towards the heels, keeping the elbows back and your head stays straight as well. We've got just under 10 seconds to go. You can feel your heart rate's going up already. And relax there. Okay, listen up. Next exercise is our push-off lunge. So we're going to go down into that deep lunge position that we did in the warm-up. From here, you're going to drive the knee up and reset. Okay, have a look. We've got 5 seconds before we start. It'll be 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds recovery into each one. So let's drive the knee up, reset the back knee down towards the floor, and keep repeating that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a full 45 seconds on one side. Then we're going to move on to another exercise. Now I did say that we're making sure that you're going to get a whole body workout here. So we're going to work you tough, but as we come around and do these exercises on a second circuit, you're going to do the opposite leg as well. So keep going, 15 seconds to go. Push your knee up nice and high. Good. You can see you're using those arms just to help drive, keep a little bit of rhythm, keep control in the movement as well. Last one. Good. Now what we're going to do is take it down to the floor for a glute bridge walkout. So bring yourself right down to the floor. I want you to extend your hips, and I want you to walk your feet out, out, in, in. Okay, so keep the hips extended if you can, and let's get moving. 45 seconds, your heart rate will start to come down a little bit. The main focus here is all about maintaining that hip extension. So think about pushing your hips up to the ceiling, or if you're outside on a nice day, out towards the sky. Now by walking the heels out and in, it's a great way of engaging your calves, your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower back all at the same time. So a really good exercise for developing a little bit of core strength and a very low impact option. So really good for some of these posterior muscles. Last 5 seconds, and we're going to take you through all those exercises again. We've got the jump prisoner squats, and then the lunge push-offs as well. So let's bring these up. So those 3 exercises again. Prisoner squats to begin with, jumping with rotation from side to side. Starting in 5 seconds, shake the legs out a little bit, loosen yourself up. Let's get going. So squat, push off the floor, rotate yourself around. 45 seconds of work. You've got the option of taking this just to a squat if you don't want to have the jump in there. Keep it strong. Good. Doing a great job. Just over halfway now. 20 seconds to go. Push off the floor. Keep your elbows back. Keep the back straight as well. So try and look straight ahead of you. You've got something across the horizon that you can watch, just to stop you looking down at the floor. That's where your technique starts to go wrong. You're going to lose depth there. Okay, shake down. Good. Push off lunges next. So down into our lunge position. We're going to drive the knee up into the air, back down. You've got 5 seconds. Let me do a quick demonstration for you. Drive the knee up, reset down in this position. 45 seconds. Come and join me. Let's go. Drive your knee up nice and high. You're doing a good job here. Keep that depth of the back knee, then push yourself up high. Big range of movement. Try and get that knee up. Push off the floor. The more height and hang time you can get, the better. So put in as much work as you feel as if you can. You're probably going to start to feel like your legs are burning a little bit. It's not a bad thing. Just you getting the conditioning in the legs. They'll get a nice breather as we go through some up and core exercises coming up. The last 5 seconds of these, and then we'll get down to those glute walkouts. Okay, now we're going to grab a mat this time, because we're going to go down to the floor, and once we're there, we're going to do our second round of exercises down the floor as well. So line yourself down on your backs, heels dug into the floor, extend through the hips, and you're going to walk your heels out and back in. Let's get moving. 45 seconds work again. I'll do every single second with you. Just keep pushing your hips up high, walk your heels out, and then control them as they come back in. Every time that your mind just starts to wander away, push through your hips. If that's the only thing that you just need to check in, maybe every 10 seconds or so, could you extend your hips up a little bit higher? If you can do that for me, you'll get more benefit from this workout than any other focus at the moment. You're doing a great job. Got to come down to just over 5 seconds to go. Then we're going to stay on the floor. We're just going to roll over onto your front. Okay, rest there for me. Now, rolling onto your front, we're going to do an exercise called the Renegade Row. And what this is going to be is it's in a press-up position. And you're going to bring a hand in towards your shoulder, place it back down on the floor, and then over to the opposite side. Okay, let's get moving. 45 seconds. Now, I want you to try to keep as still as possible. What I don't want to see is your shoulders and your hips rocking from side to side. Try and think about doing it in slow motion. So you're using your upper body to maintain a really strong foundation, trying to keep yourself still, trying to keep that big range of movement happening, so the hand comes right up to the shoulder, but your whole body doesn't twist. You're almost resisting rotation when you're doing this. Big movement. Keep it slow, keep it controlled. Just over 5 seconds to go. The second exercise in this core and upper body is going to be a side plank. So take it down, elbow underneath your shoulder, feet stacked upon each other. We're going to bring your hand up into a fist above your head, and we're going to hold it up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do 20 seconds holding, and then we're going to quickly swap sides and then go again. So bring it up, 20-second hold here, then we'll do a quick transition over to the opposite side as well. So lift your hips up nice and high. Keep reaching through that fist up towards the sky or the ceiling. Try and make this exercise hard by squeezing your quads and your glutes so you actually feel the tension working. Okay, bring yourself down, quick transition. Straight into the opposite side. Let's go up again. Hold that strong position. Keep it strong and powerful. Good. Keep reaching that fist up high. Keep the hips being pushed toward. Squeezing for your glutes, squeezing for your quads. It's an easy exercise, but you want to try and make it hard so you get fitter and get stronger. Okay, relax there. Now we're going to lie down on your back this time. Legs out long, arms over your head so you're in a really long, tall, straight position. We're going to do a V-sit. This is where your body comes up into the shape of a V and then lower yourself back down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So breathe out as you reach towards your toes, lifting your shoulder blades off the floor. Inhale as you lower yourself back down. So exhale as you reach up. Inhale as you lower yourself back down. Now, if this is too much for you because of the length of the arms and the legs, here's an option for you. Your knees and your elbows can come together, and then they can lower back down towards the floor. So you've got an option of making it slightly easier, and that option is using the less length of your body. The longer your body, the harder this exercise is going to be. So breathe out as you reach up. Try and get the shoulder blades up off the floor, and lower yourself back down. And relax there. Okay, let's turn you over onto your front again. Next exercise, that Renegade Row. So hands underneath your shoulders. Really strong plank position. We're starting in 5. Let's get your plank set up. Solid as possible. And then start to bring that hand up towards your shoulder. A really smooth transition from one side to the other. Yeah, you're doing a really good job. Keep control. Try not to shift from side to side. Don't rush as you bring that hand up. Place it back down. Feel your quads and your glutes tightening up to help stabilize you so you don't twist from side to side. Got 15 seconds together. Keep control here. If you needed to, you could do this on your knees. It would be here, but you do tend to lose a lot of the muscle activation. So if you can stay up onto the toes, that's where the benefit's really going to come from. If you really need to, you can take a little break and then come back and join us at any time. Okay, side planks are coming up next. Let's get your feet stacked upon each other. Up for that 20-second side plank. Quick transition over to the side, and we'll do the opposite. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Reach up, hold strong. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes. Get everything working tight. Hold that position. Keep those hips up. We don't want you to start to sag in the body. Keeping it long and strong. Good. Reaching toward. Okay, taking to a transition. So bring yourself down. Quick movement over towards the opposite side. Straight in. Feet stacked upon each other. Straight back up again. Good. Extend that fist up high. Keep that long, strong position. Squeeze your quads and your glutes together. The more that muscles can work, the better they're going to be shaping up. So try to make your muscles work hard. Don't just hold the position. Work the position if you can. Good job. Okay, let's lie down onto your backs. Let's go for our V6. So arms are long, legs are long. Remember your option is knees and elbows together if you start to fatigue. But if you can, fingertips to toes. Starting in 3, 2, let's go. Exhale as you reach up. Inhale as you lower yourself back down. Good work here. Exhale as you reach towards your toes, shoulder blades coming off the floor if you can. Here's your option. Knees to elbows. Bring yourself back down. You've got as many repetitions in here as you wanted to. If you need to take a little breather, that's absolutely fine. Then you come back with a good quality repetition. Take a little breather again if you need to. I would much rather you do maybe just 7 or 8 really good repetitions than lots of bad ones where you're using momentum control here. 5 seconds to go. And relax there. Good. Okay, let's get rid of the mat. And what we've got coming next is some cardio exercises. Starting with an exercise called a pop-up squat. You're going to stand with your feet nice and wide. Feet turn out slightly. Reach down in between your hands. So reach in between your legs and your hands. And just pop up, bring your feet together, and then back down again. So what you're doing here is a nice, quick, rapid movement, getting up off the floor, back into the position as well. So just push yourself up and back into that position. So these pop-up squats are really good for not only working through the inner thighs, but the cardiovascular work. So the quicker you move here, the quicker your heart rate's going to go up. That's going to improve your fitness, and it can also help burn a huge more amount of calories. So you can really start to work on your physique a little bit by hitting those calorie highs and keeping your heart rate up. 5 seconds to go. After this, we've got an exercise called a breakdown. Okay, check it out. Here's what breakdown looks like. Athletic position, a bit like an American footballer. You might have seen them do this drill. When I say the word go, you're going to touch the floor and then come back into that position. You're going to move as quick as possible. Let's go for it. Okay, go. Touch the floor, come back in as quick as possible. Get your hips down nice and low. A bit like that pop-up squat we just did. Go. Touch the floor, come back up. Quick feet. So you can get the feet off the floor. Go. Touch them back in as quick as possible. Okay, let's do a couple in a row here. Go. 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 Excellent, good. Keep that speed coming. Sometimes the goal is just for me to break the rhythm that you're moving with. So move as quick as possible. Go. Come back in as quick as possible. Keep those calves working now. Last 10 seconds of work to go. Go. Good, come on, keep going, go. And rest there. Okay. Next exercise is speed skaters. We're going to take a large range of movement, pushing from one foot over to the opposite, bringing your feet together, and you can either tap the foot to regain some balance, or as you start to push off, the foot can be hovered just off the floor. Let's get moving. Push off from one side to the other. Trying to travel as far as you can. Try and stay low, so you're in this athletic position. Keep a big range of movement. See if you can be traveling over a meter. You can quite comfortably, hopefully. See if you can start to hit 1.5 meters or even 2 meters. Push off from side to side. Big range. You've got 15 seconds to go. Use the arms in a dynamic way. Throw them over from one side and backwards. That'll help control your motion. Good. 5 seconds to go. Save as much work as possible. And relax there. Okay, shake it out. Okay, let's do all 3 of those exercises again. Pop-up squats, breakdowns, and the speed skaters. Get you ready, starting in just over 5 seconds. Pop-up squats to begin with, feet turned wide, hips go down, in between the heels. Let's go. Just pop up into place, and then back again. You're trying to move quickly. So try to be explosive. Try to keep looking towards the screen for me, especially if you've got it around about head height. That's going to be perfect because that helps keep your back straight, which means that your hips have to go down to the floor. Otherwise, what happens is people start to lean forwards. We don't want that. We want you to look forwards and keep your back straight and just keep a nice rhythm and tempo to the speed if you can. You're going to feel your heart rates up from doing these. You might start to feel those legs burning again. 5 seconds to go. Then we've got the breakdowns and rest here. 15 seconds recovery, shake the legs out. Loosen yourselves up a little bit. Okay, breakdowns coming up. Nice quick movements on the spot. You've got just over 5 seconds before we start. When I say the word go, you're going to touch the floor and then come back to me as quick as you can. Let's start. Go! Go! Good, that's good movement. Go! Okay, now speed it up. Speed it up. Get a little bit quicker. I'm going to hold you here for a little bit longer. Keep those feet moving. You're doing a good job here. Okay, go! Touch the floor, come back to me. Quick movements, quick movements, quick movements. Go! Touch and come back. You're doing a great job. 15 seconds to go. Go! Go! Now keep that speed. 10 seconds to go. Can you do a sprint finish? You're doing a great job here. Go! Touch the floor, come back to me. 4, 3, 2, and relax there. Give those legs a little shake. Okay, one last exercise, the speed skaters to finish with. We're creating a little bit of space so you can dynamically move from side to side. Starting in 5 seconds. 3, 2, let's go. Push off from one side to the other. Big range of movement again. Give me the best that you've got, and that way then you can earn and deserve the recovery. After this, I'll take you for a little cool down, but I need you to work hard, so push off from side to side. Get in as much range as possible. Use those arms, stay low for me. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You've got 20 seconds left to work. Then the cool down is coming in. Push from side to side. Make it dynamic. Give yourself the best range of movement that you can. 10 seconds. Can we get in 3 or 4 more? Big push from side to side. Can we get 1 more in? And relax there. Good work. Okay, we're going to allow you breathing. Come back down a little bit. Take your hands behind you. Lift your chin and chest up tall. We get a nice chest stretch here. Good. As your breathing starts to come down a little bit more, bring the arms around you. Push your hands away. And think about putting your elbows wide to get a stretch across your back. Link those hands together, reach them up high, lean to the side. Giving a nice stretch all the way down to the sides of the hips, also through the sides of the torso. Take it over to the opposite side. Good. Now, bring yourself back to the centre. Just loosen yourself up a little bit. Let's take it down to the floor. We're just going to introduce you to a couple of yoga movements here. First one is going to be an up dog. So I want you to rest your knees onto the floor and lower your hips towards the floor. Bring your eyes to gaze up. Think about where the wall and the ceiling meet, or look to the sky. Now roll your shoulder blades back and down. Good. Now from here, dig your toes into the floor. Push into your hands and lift your hips up high. Arms look towards the toes. Good. Now just pedal the heels so we get a nice stretch after those breakdowns. We're walking from one heel at a time. Perhaps give you a little bit more of a stretch in the calf. Now just recenter yourself, let's really forward into that up dog again, but this time with the hips off the floor. So the knees are up, balancing, it's all floating. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Let's go into down facing dog. So push into your hands, hips go high, look towards your toes. Now from here, I want you to take one foot off the floor and you're going to swing. I'll put the left foot up, and I'm going to swing that left foot up towards my left hand. Now if I haven't quite got there, feel free to physically move it, just twist it, adjust it a little bit. And from here, reach your left hand up high. Now push it back here away. Get a really long stretch. This is my favourite stretch to do. Okay, now from that hand position, bring it down inside the foot. Let's go back to downward facing dog. and over to your opposite side. So bring that foot up towards your hand, and again, reach your hand up towards the ceiling, push the left heel away, then lengthen through, not only through the heel, but through the hand. Good. Bring that hand back and down. Let's bring the knees together, rest them onto the floor, drop the hips back towards the field, walking the fingertips towards to get the fingers straight through the back. Okay, let's just slowly roll up to your spine, each vertebrae at a time. Good, just loosen yourself up a little bit. And we're going to do a standing quadricep stretch, so just find a point to focus on directly in front of you. Bring one foot into the palm of your hand. Bring your knees together, slight bend in the standing foot. I want you to think about extending the hip. So try and push the hip forwards. You can also think about pushing your foot into the palm of your hand. And a little shake, we'll swap it over. Bring your knees together, slight bend in that standing foot. Push the foot into the palm of your hand again. Good. A little shake, just loosen your body up. My name is Matt Gleed. Thank you very much for joining us for this Matrix Fitness workout. We look forward to seeing you again. Maybe you can check out the exercises because you're going to be joining us for our 5 o'clock this evening workout. If not, then we'll be back. We've got every Tuesday and Thursday we're doing this as well. So we'll see you on Thursday, 7:45 in the morning. Again, there's 12 o'clock one or the 5 o'clock as well. Thank you, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.